It's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting their first-round pick.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
On first down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Going play action with Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better. He's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hurts on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Throwing here, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. It's fielded at the 14. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much more exciting.
3rd down, Tracy gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Tracy once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Dart now against the blitz. It's caught right side by Johnson. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Well, right side, caught by Smith. And this one does not go far. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throwing for Hurts. He's keeping it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, a run with Barkley. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. 4th down, he calls his own number on the option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. It's inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Dart. Got Slayton over the middle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Giants.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Quick one to the outside by Dart. This one gets to the 22. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Response to Slayton, left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's start now. Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They go right back to Tracy. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Catch made underneath by the back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. That's going to tuck it and run. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Tracy. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Darts out of the shotgun. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score with his legs.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 7.
Gano ready to send this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That's cut with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Hurts looking to throw. Flushed out now to his left. but he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts to throw. He's got it downfield near the edge. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 32
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Gano ready to send this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Hurts on first down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
First down, Philadelphia.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, Hurts. Rolling into enemy territory. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
11 more yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to work it to the 20. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Cheeks away from one. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the gun, here's Dart. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes. The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
First down throwing for Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
The pass. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 6-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're a touchdown back, Broncos. They take over down 21-14. They'll send him over right. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter and blocking to get a big run like that.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our third quarter, but nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. One play action with Dart. Oh no, the ball is loose! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. And this is lofted deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
And the Giants, first down. First down and goal to go.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the fourth. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
The game at 21 apiece.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bigsby with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Hurts. Steps up and he's running with it.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Giants with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
And an Eagles first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Olsen of Debo on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now Hurts. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Giants into the nickel, third down. Back to throw, Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing's heading out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's Tracy on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Here's Tracy once more. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be third down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, here's Dart. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Giants first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Looking to throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punting unit out now. They could really use a good one here. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. That's Dotson with a catch outright. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Third down, Giants coming out in a dime look. He'll throw it. He's got Brown on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Eagles with a little more work to do to win it here. They've got first down here from the 36. Slot receivers headed left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. This is complete downfield to Smith. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. Finding Brown, back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here's Saquon. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 25-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Setting up to pass. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This from 40 on the right hash. That one is good. And that, folks, is your game winner. So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Huard and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.